With so many social networks available for CPG, we have to ask the important question: how do you use LinkedIn and social media to connect with the key players in CPG so that you can go from someone on the outside to being connected with somebody that can get you a job or help your business out and be able to grow it? Let's get into that. So you want to get your CPG brand into more stores, or maybe you're looking for a job, like I said before, in the industry, and your network is very small and you don't know anybody. But we all know network is everything. So how do you go about it? Guess what? Well, you don't have to attend any fancy events if you don't have the budget. All you have to do is make the right connection. And LinkedIn and social media are some of the most powerful tools to connect with retail buyers, investors, and also manufacturers and distributors. So if you know how to use them correctly, if you know how to use them the right way, you'll be able to get your foot in the door. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use LinkedIn and social media so that you can be able to build, real relationships that can help grow your CPG brand with all these people that be able to help you, take yourself to the next level. So since we always do teaching the steps, step number 1, optimize your LinkedIn profile. If you're full-time with your business, put it in the headline. It needs to be first, I am this person, because this is where the most CPG professionals, retail buyers, and investors are going to actually be. They're going to be hanging out on LinkedIn. So before you just start reaching out to them, and you need to make sure your LinkedIn profile looks professional and credible and ready. So like I said before, if you're full-time with your business, here's what you need to do to focus on it. Your headline clearly need to state what you do. So instead of just saying I'm a founder of ABC Snacks, it needs to say founder/CPG brand builder/helping people snack healthier. You're telling people what you do. This makes it easier for people to understand your brand. So don't just put this about section. Use this to tell your story about why you started your brand, beverage, or company. Why did you start that business? What problem are you solving? Keep it short so that when people read it, it won't be all over the place, but keep it clear and personal so they can enjoy it. And profile and cover image. A highly quality profile picture and a branded cover image will make you stand out amongst so many other people. You got to have a great cover image that could be featured for you, and just kind of shows off how your product is. And even a tagline about your brands. ABC Snacks, always eating healthier. Your featured section. If you have a website, media, or coverage, or sales pitch, deck, or anything, add it here on your LinkedIn page. That way people can learn more about your business easier instead of having to go to your website. They can just see it right here on your LinkedIn. The goal is simple. When someone visits your profile, they should immediately know who you are, what you do, and how they can work with you in regards to helping your CPG business, or, seeing to connect you to the right person. Step 2, connecting with the right people. We all know LinkedIn is all about connecting with the right people. So you gotta make sure that you're searching and connecting with the right people. Your connection, your requests. Now that your profile looks good, now you got everything squared away, it's time to start connecting with people. And connecting with key players in CPG, here's who and what and the person that you should be targeting. Of course, if you want to get into stores, you should be targeting retail buyers. These are decision makers at grocery stores and other locations and other retailers. You have to go searching for terms like category manager or buyer at whatever store. You're going to look for them on the LinkedIn job search part. And then also go look for distributors and brokers. Look for people with job titles like sales director at KE or CPG broker at iLevel Brands. These people can help you get your product in the stores, get it also distributed, also, help you find brokers and work with you. And other brand builders and other founders can be great networking as well. Join a CPG group on LinkedIn. There's so many of them. I'm in one. And when you join them, people be in there sharing their insights, sharing with people you should work with, and they even recommend different sources like co-packers, manufacturers, or people you should work with, or people who may be unemployed that can help you with your business. When it comes to looking for investors and advisors, if you're looking for funding, you could be able to find the right people who have invested in CPG brands, or you'll be able to find the right people who will be able to help you when it comes to, getting a connection or a request to finding one of them. Those type of people will be able to just be on there and they have it in their bio, they have it in for information. So if you have to connect with them, you send them something like, hey, my name, I saw that you work with emerging CPG brands. brands at whatever their company is, and you just tell them, I'm the founder of ABC Snacks, and we're focused on healthy snacking with kids. Give them your unique selling point. And I also say, I'd love to connect and learn more about your experience. And from there, say thank you and then your name. This kind of encounter increases your chances of getting a response because it's not a sales pitch. It's not salesy. It's a genuine connection. And that's what you want. You want a genuine connection when it comes to meeting these investors and these people who are funding investments. Number 3, engage in building real relationships. I know it's hard, but engage in building real relationships. Go on LinkedIn, liking, sharing posts, and once you start connecting with people and liking their posts and leaving response, be around. Don't just disappear. You need to engage with them over and over again on the regular so people know who you are, people know what you're about. And here's how to stay on their radar without being pushy, without being salesy. Like and comment on their post. Like I said before, if it's a retail buyer, they post about something or they post about a new program or something new they're working on, say you're excited about it. Drop a comment, give positive feedback, put your name in front of them and in a natural way, in the sense where like, hey, we at XYZ, share their valuable content, repost it to other people, post updates, about what they have going on. But also at the same time, post updates about your brand, your journeys, your wins, your challenges, your insights about the CPG industry. Or if you're learning, post this new stuff like learning about this and understanding and taking this, things like that. Repost job positions. And if someone accepts your connection or request on LinkedIn or likes your post, don't just respond with a follow-up with a quick message or like, hey, thanks or whatever. Respond with, hey, my name's Eric. Thanks for connecting. I'd love to hear your thoughts on healthy snacking. Use a relative topic. Let them know you're open to a quick chat, because the more you let people know you're open to talking, the more you let people know you're open to networking, they'll be able to give you value before asking for anything. Because LinkedIn, the way it works, no one likes a cold pitch, but they do appreciate people who engage, and they build a genuine relationship. I have noticed that. Number 4, using Instagram, TikTok, and other social media platforms. Of course, we got to bring this up as well because they come in handy. Being a visual type of person, these other platforms help when it comes to engaging with followers, when it comes to engaging with other founders. LinkedIn is great when it comes to this, but social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and even Twitter can help you, when it comes to connecting with industry people in the sense where in a different way. And you're connecting with them in a different way, in a way where you're like, hey, I don't know who you are, but hey, I like everything that's about you. If you're wondering how this goes, many buyers and distributors, they check out brands that are on social media. They check out brands and see if they're trending, if they have a lot going on, or if they have anything going on, or any kind of motion before they decide to work with them. So make sure your page is active with great branding, great customer testimonials, and you have engaging content, because people always going to check out your social media to see what you're about. So use Twitter and LinkedIn for conversations. Of course, that's what we all know. Twitter and LinkedIn is great for conversations because so many CPG professionals and founders share industry insights on them, especially on Twitter. And it's always good to jump into conversations to build relationships. Like I said before, build relationships. DM brands, DM them, ask them questions. When I say brands, I mean like people who work at these brands. If you like the founder, DM them, ask them questions, ask them how they got into retail, ask them about their post that they posted. Just constantly always asking about stuff, not you wanting something, but asking in a sense where you want to develop a relationship with them so you can get to know them better. These are just some of the things. And last but not least, you always got to remember, when you're building relationships in CPG, it doesn't happen overnight. But if you're active and you're intentional and you're on LinkedIn and you're on social media and you have a good mindset and you're open, just whatever, a lot of doors can open for you, especially if you're positive. So remember, optimize your LinkedIn profile to make a strong first impression with people who don't know who you are, so they see it, they know what you're about, know what your business is. Connect with buyers, brokers, and other CPG founders strategically on LinkedIn, Twitter, so they know about your business and you just have a conversation. And lastly, engage in content and provide value before making any ask. It's always good to give before you start asking. And last but not least, people use social media, Instagram, TikTok as presence and proof of what you're doing. So make sure you're on there and make sure your brand's on there, having engagement, being out there talking to people, and all those type of things. Just remember those things, and these are all the things that you need to have when it comes to building your presence and building yourself along with building your brand. Because no matter what, people are always gonna follow a brand, but people are always gonna be more in tune with what the founder is and who the founder is. That's why a lot of times people say having your own personal brand is important, because I've seen founders have their own personal brand, which they've created on LinkedIn by posting articles, responding to people, posting jobs, posting documents, or posting videos. And then all of a sudden people start following the founder, liking the post, liking what the founder gives out knowledge. And then next thing you know, they go from liking the founder to all of a sudden going to the founder's brand or business page, liking the business, buying the business, reposting the business, and telling their friend to tell a friend about their business. So it's always important that you have your own business and it's doing well, and you post about it and you discuss it. But as a founder, you should always have your own personal brand, because your personal brand is what people are going to gravitate to, want to know more about you, because your personal brand is your story as to why you started ABC Snacks, for a healthier living for children. People want to know, why did Justin start ABC Snacks? Why did he want to create healthier living with kids, and they want to know about that story. And that's where you're able to do that on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great tool to meet founders. It's a great tool to meet buyers. It's a great tool to meet investors and other people that work with investors or funding or anything like that. It's all great, but you just always got to make sure that you constantly always give, and you constantly always get on there to create real relationship, and not always asking for something. You see a lot of people post stuff, just repost it, leave your comments, engage with stuff, and then when the time is right, after you create that relationship over time, then you're able to kind of go in after you create that relationship and ask for something. So just remember those things when it comes to LinkedIn, when it comes to Twitter, and also when it comes to social media as a whole, Instagram, TikTok, and all of them. Always be giving. If you're always be giving, or if you're, instead of ABC, always be closing, but if you're ABG, always be giving, you're going to work out very fine, because the people who give a lot on LinkedIn, Twitter, they're always going to be successful, because people will be like, man, that person's always giving out information. That person's always answering questions. That person's always in tune with talking to people. And the way the Lord works, the Lord is going to bless you, because because the power of generosity, and you're giving to others. So always remember that. So yes, this has been another video of CPG 101 with me, Eric, of course. And any questions or comments you have, leave them below. Like I said before, this is all just about teaching and learning more about CPG and creating a healthy community where we can discuss it, learn more about it, and help those who either are starting a CPG business, or interested in starting a business, or interested in jumping into the industry and getting a job, or just want to learn more about it. So yeah, let them know. Share this video with a friend of a friend. Also, yeah, like and subscribe for more great content, and definitely share the video, because we have more great videos to come, more great content. And yeah, thank you once again for checking out CPG 101 with Eric. Thanks.